With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wilson after the play fake to Carson, sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches, so as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They'll run on 1st down. Callaway. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
On 2nd and a couple, Wilson. Over the middle, he finds Eskridge. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 1st down, Callaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Back to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Coming to you, coming to
you. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Now Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. This will wind up a loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now back to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. Touchdown, Panthers! Christian McCaffrey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 41's coming. 41's in my.
Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wilson. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Carson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On 2nd down, Callaway. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Haynes. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Hey, watch the slant. Mike 7.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. First down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there just before halftime.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On first down, it's Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That last pass might be one he remembers, Charles. He's now over 40,000 career passing yards.
And just think of the evolution of the passing game in the NFL. 40,000 at one time was unthinkable. No one thought anyone would ever get there. Now, how many guys have done it in the NFL?
Yeah, right around 20.
So we're talking a good number that have gotten that done, throwing the ball downfield. He's got a lot to be proud of and a lot more left to accomplish.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 2nd
and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got some space here. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all
the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Play action. It's Wilson. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it up, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked 2. Instead, it's 4th down. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On the return, this is Haney. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back to throw now on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Again, McCaffrey.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
It's a quarterback sneak. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot.
And my goodness, another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Panthers 22, Seahawks 21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 94 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
On second down now. It's McLaughlin, and he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll keep it on the ground. McLaughlin.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
They'll run on first down. It's McLaughlin. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. And they will take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss.